The week has been one of the busiest weeks, more so within the political ecosystem. President swearing in a new cabinet secretaries to properly reconstitute his government. At the famous Nane Nane, the Gen Z's protest going without yielding much fruits as it was anticipated, which begs the question, what happened or what went wrong? But they promised they are going to go back to the drawing board to re-strategize, to replan, and to come back more better and stronger than before to achieve the intended purpose of calling or organizing such a mass protest. Attached to the Gen Z's protest, and which I am going to talk about broadly, is the attack and the search which took place at the Jimmy Wanjigi house 44 in Muthaiga.
Seven years ago, they looked for me in this house, they couldn't find me. Even now, you look for me in this house, you'll not find me. So please, musijaribu tena. You're wasting your time. Yeah? If you want me, it's a simple summons and I'll appear where you want me. Stop looking for me in this house. You'll never find me. Never. Please. This is wajinga. We are not born yesterday. All right? Now, I want to be very clear here. I am firm in my commitment for democracy of this nation. I have been very vocal about the economy of this nation. And it is the economy of this nation that has led to Mandamano. There is no economy here. William Ruto, you are collapsing the economy of Kenya. That is what I speak about. Please, don't try and make me a criminal. You come and plant things that in a car that is found at my gate. Please. Hizo vitu, fortunately, you know, technology. We have got a woman planting those things in that car on CCTV. You come and vandalize the CCTV here. You know, iko kitu inaitwa iCloud. It doesn't make any difference. Right? Please get with it. You seem like you are far behind technology hata nyinyi, you intelligence officers. All right? Please. You then come after taking an inventory in the night. You come again in the morning, muna plant vitu, alafu you say take another inventory. You are here, you search the whole place, you found nothing. Then you now come to say 2 hours later, mumepata vitu zingine. Planting things, same script as 7 years ago, where you tried to plant some things in my residence in Malindi to say I have guns. Come on.
But before we go into finer details of that discussion, allow me to invite who is coming across this channel for the first time that please take a minute or a second to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And once you subscribe to the channel, do not forget to click that notification bell so that anytime we upload any video, YouTube will automatically let you know. And to our subscribers, we want to say that we don't take your support for granted, because if it was not you, this channel could have not been where it is now. We still brag about 1,500 subscribers, but our intention is to go further and further. Welcome back. How powerful is this man, Jimmy Richard Wanjigi? A man who can call the press at his house only, in fact, less than 24 hours after the police officers left his home, which they have guarded like a scene of crime for almost 2 days, and say that he cannot be caught, and that the government or the security agencies should stop wasting their time to search for him in that home. How powerful is that kind of an individual? His powerfulness can only be demonstrated by the contingent of the police and the unit of the police department that was dispatched to that home to conduct the raid and the search. And apart from the type of the officers that were dispatched, you can even look at this video and see the kind of blockage and the energy and force that was applied to access his main home, his main house. All this put together demonstrate the kind of a person a Jimmy Richard Wanjigi is. This is not the first time, just as he has mentioned, because in 2017, the same raid took place for almost 3 days. This is enough to tell you that Jimmy Wanjigi is not your everyday guy. He's not just a businessman, as it is said. He's a man who is more than business. But looking at it politically, let me start by saying rumors have been out there that Jimmy Wanjigi is one of those individuals who take part on deciding who becomes the president of the Republic of Kenya, and is one of the influential individuals in this country who knows the secrets of how power is taken, how governments are made and constituted. Jimmy Wanjigi has been into a loggerhead with the government for the last 7 years. Many thought that when Ruto will come to power, because prior to the election, after he had declared that he's going to run for the presidency using a Safina party, he had formed a coalition with William Ruto. We know that before he went for Safina blessings and to ask for Paul Mwite to allow him to run using that party, Wanjigi had indicated that he would rather run on this seat using ODM party ticket. But since Raila Odinga was also in the race and the party belongs to Raila Odinga or the owner, Jimmy had to quit. Jimmy Wanjigi criticized Uhuru Kenyatta's regime, accusing the regime of embezzlement of funds and exaggeration of the prices of standard gauge railway tenders. It is said that it is through these tenders that now Jimmy Wanjigi and Uhuru Kenyatta's regime parted ways. You know that if we start back then in 2013, Jimmy Wanjigi is one of the individuals who brought or broke a truce between Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta after the Jubilee coalition won the election and CORD lost. It was Jimmy Wanjigi and others who brought these two individuals together, and they accepted to work as opposition and the government. Then before 2017, Jacob Juma died. And it is said that Jacob Juma is one of those close confidants who Jimmy Wanjigi used a lot to get tenders from the government or as errand boy. He was that person whom Jimmy Wanjigi used a lot in his businesses. So through his death touched Jimmy Wanjigi a lot, because Jacob Juma had known so much about the previous government and the corruption allegations that were put upon that government. Jimmy Wanjigi recently, and in the recent past, he has been talking about the debt from 2013 to now, and how Kenyans have been duped in paying debts that does not exist, debts that were taken and did not facilitate any development. And he has been advocating about these dubious debts. He has been saying that we need to re-audit the debt books, and the treasury must come out and tell Kenyans how much money has been paying and how much money are we still owing foreign countries, World Bank, and other international financial institutions, including our local banks here in Kenya. So, going into finer details, you saw how the search was done, the kind of the police unit that raided that home, how they vandalized things, and how they were dehumanizing the act. And it was like a terror. The unit that was doing the search, they were doing it like a commando style, the military standard. We saw the second arrest. In fact, that day they arrested Jimmy Wanjigi at his Kwacha offices along General Muthaiga in Westland. The type of police unit that was sent to arrest him, who camped there for almost the whole night, and eventually he surrendered and went with them, and he was detained for a few hours at Kamkunji police station. So, and you can see even the kind of allegation the government is using to pin down Jimmy Wanjigi. Things like grenades, things like military and terrorist things, which are very dangerous weapons that can be used to destroy a country, is what they accuse Jimmy Wanjigi of having. So that shows you how powerful Jimmy Wanjigi is. That shows you that this is not just any other person. It is a person who knows much about the government, and he is a person who even the government fears. So for you to pin him down, you must have a very strong case against Jimmy Wanjigi. In the previous case, they had planted weapons, a whole sack of weapons, almost 10 firearms were said that were found in his home in, I don't know, in Malindi, some coastal places where he has homes. It was said that firearms were found on his homes. Even in Muthaiga, they said so. So that is who Jimmy Wanjigi is. He's not just any other person. He's a person who is feared. There's a day he even dared the government at Jomo Kenyatta International Airport when Miguna was detained there, that they can arrest him. He said that You have been looking for me. Here I am, arrest me. There was another day also, Jimmy Wanjigi caused drama. He was blocked along the road and his vehicle was armored and he refused to come out of the vehicle. For almost the whole day, he blocked the traffic. The drama continued and he was not arrested. So Jimmy Wanjigi is a man who even the regime knows he's not any other person. He is a man who knows more about the government. He can access even the most secured treasury document and access to audit the books of the government and to talk about things that even opposition cannot talk about concerning the economy, our debts, and our incomes. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking your time to listen to MJR, and may God bless you.